because let me take these headphones out my ear because I don't know if y'all be able to hear me or not. I'll give everybody a couple seconds to come in, y'all. I'm super excited. Oh, hold on. Let me put it in my pocket. Last time I did that, I find my headphones. But let me share with y'all. I just wanted to come on here really quickly because today is Thursday and I can officially say that we have finished all of our garden chores. Now, when I say finished, with the things that we talked about on Sunday that we were going to do, now I still have to like put the cages up. I planted the last two. I had three marigolds. One just really looked really bad. Um, but this was the bed that we were supposed to get cleaned. So I went ahead, pulled everything, harvested the rest of the tomatoes that were on there because the tomatoes were getting smaller and smaller. And I tried to save some of the zinnias, the green envy zinnias. They were really pretty, but I said, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get a clear bed. But this is what I'm going to come on here and share with y'all. And even if you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments. So we're going to trim this peach tree back tremendously. However, I am trying to figure out this bed. So right now, inside, and just to give you a quick recap, so our garden chores, we only gave ourselves 4 this week. It was to make the fire cider, in which we did. It was to clear this bed out, in which we did. Plant collard green seeds, in which we did, and then to just this bed right here. And we have a video that's coming out later on today because I messed up a little bit, but I want y'all to go when it comes out. I want you to see the before, and then I want you to see the after, what it is now. Got a little, you'll see what happens. But this is what I'm trying to figure out as we're transitioning. I actually feel a little bit better this season. As y'all know, if you've been following us for a while, this is probably this month and next month is like really hard for me. And when I say that, it's because the weather is starting to feel really good. And I have a lot of the summer vegetables that really struggle, like they're now starting to shine. And so I know that if I want to go ahead and get my fall vegetables started, I have to pull a few things. Um, and so this season, I don't find it as hard. Like I went ahead, I just pulled the tomatoes, I pulled the zinnia. I was like, just go ahead and pull it. And I'm really glad that I did. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and rerun this drip back. But this is what I want y'all to help me with. So right now, let's talk about early season fall. So I have lettuce growing and I have Swiss chard that's growing, and then we have like the collard greens, and I also planted some kale. I planted like 3 different types of kale from seed. Now, I want y'all to just like imagine with me a little bit, okay? Because over here, where we did the video, we have onions and we have carrots coming up. We still have the dahlias starting to bloom. I did leave this pepper plant. I left this pepper plant right here, but I want you to look at these right here. And I want you to look at the angle that I come in. I'm telling y'all, a lot of this stuff is just all about how I want it to look. So I think I may have to make this one of my garden chores just to go ahead and finish up with this basil. But this is like the first bed that you see. And so my intention is to finish up with this basil. But we planted some marigolds from seed, and they're going to be red. This is what we had to put the diatomaceous earth down for. But what I'm thinking is I'm trying to figure out these 2 beds. What do I want to be like? I'm thinking right here in the middle. Now the Swiss chard that we have is like the 5 color Swiss chard, but what I can tell you is that we have more yellow and a few reds. It's supposed to be like a pink, a, a white, and something else. So I'm thinking about putting a Swiss chard like right here in the middle. Y'all know I always have to plant flowers, vegetables, and herbs together. That's just how I like to plan out my garden. So I know that the red will be here with the marigolds. And then we do have time here. This is October time. But I'm thinking the Swiss chard will be, it may get about 18 to 24 inches in height. And then with this bed right here, I gotta be careful coming through here because it's bees that are like flowers. What I was thinking is I just got marigolds for like, I don't know. They got a lot of moms coming in at the garden center. And so I think I got the marigolds for like $1.70 something, like for a 12 pack. So check your local garden centers. This was it's out of the norm. Normally they don't mark them down, but I did see like a whole bunch of fruit trees coming in, a whole bunch of mums, so many mums, and so I'm thinking that they're trying to get, make room for that. But for us here in Georgia Zone 8A, we still can grow the marigolds up until like when it gets really cold. So this will take us out to probably like November, December. I got these on here, I'm planting them right here, and they're really starting to like come alive. I just planted these, but what I want to try to figure out, do I want a row of flowers in the middle, or do I want something high? Again, maybe like the kale, the lacinato kale. I know that we've started seeds for, and it's like a Portugal kale or something like that. And so that's what I'm thinking about because what you have to remember in the wintertime is the deciduous trees are going to lose their leaves. So this whole peach tree is like all of the leaves are going to be gone. But I'm really trimming this one back. And so it's going to get more light over here. And then after we get done with these beds, this will probably be one of the last beds that we do of those honey cucumbers that are coming on right here. But I don't want to get ahead of myself just yet. I really want to go ahead and start hardening off um, the plants that we have inside. Now, what I do suggest, because I'm not, it's been feeling really nice. I really like the weather today, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and it's supposed to cool down a little bit. But I'm not saying that this is like the end of the summer. You got to watch this Georgia weather here. So what I'm going to do for this, I'm not really worried about the onions or the carrots. But what I'm going to do about this bed, if I plant green, is I am going to have to put a shade cloth over it. If it starts, like if the temperature really starts to creep back up into the 90s, so that the plant won't bolt. I have some 50% shade cloth, and I have those hoops that I showed you on some other videos on how we just kind of support, um, whether we need a frost blanket or whether we need shade cloth. I think it's called ladder mesh at Home Depot. And then we also have just like the little steel, um, the they're like just the steel sticks that you can bend. And so I bend them to shape this bed, and then I'll drape them over, and then we have like those clamps that we'll clamp it down right here. So that's where I'm at now. So I am going to go ahead and rerun this drip back, put my straw mulch back on. But y'all, I had to come on here and tell y'all. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go live and we talk about what we want to accomplish for the week. And this is probably the first time in a long time because what y'all don't know is a lot of times on Sunday I'll like hurry up because I'm like I can't let them down. I told them I was going to do it, but in a long time we've actually completed, and this is Thursday, so we did 4 things. We got those completed. And so now we want to start hardening off and we want to plant. I have some plants that I just watered that I may put like on the corners right here, but I don't know why y'all. I just love like a fresh bed of like compost and mulch, and it just looks so good to me. And then, so this was the first bed that we planted right here. What I'm going to do is get my hose, because it was supposed to rain today, y'all, about 5 drops. 5 drops did come down, so I guess it wasn't a story. It wasn't a lie. 5 drops did come down, but what I'm going to do, since we didn't get a good rain, is put my watering hose on shower and just really try to keep this saturated until I start to see germination. Now, I showed you yesterday, I did see some carrots that are starting to germinate over here. The red Russian onions are germinating right here, but I want to keep them just moist, not necessarily saturated, but really moist, so that we can get some good germination going on. And then our soil blocks, we've been making sure that they've been staying hydrated as well. But here's what I'm going to have to do, y'all, because it's still a little bit too hot. And I'm going to do a separate video on this because remember, I stated that when it's hot still and you're doing those half-inch soil blocks, like you don't want to start the plant, you need to get them like in something bigger. So that's what I'm going to do probably for at least another, I would say 2 to 3 weeks. I just want to get them out of those little soil blocks. And we have like some little cell trays that we can put them in and let them go ahead and get established, and then we'll harden them off and start bringing them outside. I'm trying to figure out if I want to put my onions and garlic right here in these two areas, or if I want to put them like over there. So the reason I'm telling y'all this is because I can tell you something, and y'all, I'm telling you, when I come outside, it's like something tells me, don't do that. Do something else. Like, it used to be a time that I would sit down and draw out plans and really plan where I wanted to put things at. But here lately, when I come outside, it's like, nope. Something tells me don't put it there, put it here. And so I go with my intuition, I go with my instinct, and I put it where, you know, like that gut feeling tells me to put it. And so I've just, sometimes I'll just map it out in my head without writing it down, because I know that 8 times out of 10, I'm going to change once I get outside. And that's why I wanted to bring you all along with me and let you see that we've completed this. We got a whole 4x8 bed that's ready to plant. And let me tell y'all what I did today. So let me walk around. Let me walk around this way. I gotta be really careful with these. So today, when I was cleaning out the tomatoes, y'all know how you can root a lot of herbs. So it used to be back in the day, they would take like a brick or something, and they would lay a piece down, take the brick, and then wait till it rooted, and then that would be like a new plant. Well, I didn't take a brick, but part of this is a creeping rosemary that we bought from the growers outlet right here. So part of this was rooting, because it was like laying on the soil. So it was starting to root. So let me show you what I did. I got a container. We're going to see if it takes root. I got a container right here because it has some really nice roots. Got some potting soil. And so this is part of that plant that rooted, but really nice roots. So we're just going to see. I'm just going to keep it watered, and I'll know in a few weeks if it rooted or not. And that's just like a whole brand new plant right here. This is how I really like. I've shared with y'all before. Now that I've gotten a little bit more settled in with this garden here, because we've been here a little bit over a year, I'm going to get back into propagation, because in Savannah, I was really starting to get into propagating a lot of plants. Sometimes I would use a rooting hormone. Sometimes, depending on the type of the plant, like the coleus, we would just put it in water. And so I had really got into propagating a lot of plants. And so I want to get back into it. But this was probably a sign for me to go ahead and get back into it, because I literally just like cut around it where the roots were and put them in this. So we'll see together. And I'm like, hey, this is a whole nother creeping rosemary right here because they're all types of rosemary. This is another one. And look, let me tell y'all, I looked up this. This is from an insect. Y'all see this? It's like a foam. And I forgot what they said. They said it doesn't harm the plant, but we got to get rid of that. That just looks nasty to me. Nasty, nasty, nasty to me. It just really does. But it comes from an insect, and it just looks like a foam. I don't like that. Um, okay, Tara, let me tell you, I'm serious. So y'all know the other day I was like, I'm dropping off my resume downstairs, and we actually went to the aquarium Monday. I should have told Chris to drop me off there because I'm telling you, 5 drops. No lie. I said, well, they didn't lie. But let me tell you this real quick, Tyra. So I checked the weather app this morning. So the rain had moved from today. So now it's a 30% tomorrow. So I was like, okay, it's not going to rain. Now I came out here this morning and I was like, I see a few drops. Yeah, I'm going to drop it off. I'm going to drop it off because I'm telling you, I can literally just stick my hand in the sky and tell you if it's going to be a 5, a 10, a 15% chance of rain. But y'all, I look at this plant every day. I say these are the best $3. Y'all, this was a clearance plant at Walmart. I said this is the best $3 this season because I had some other plants in here that did not do good at all. And I just happened to go to the Walmart that's not by my house, and I was like, this just really looks electric to me. It's really pretty, but it was $3. It was on clearance, and that's why I always tell people. Now, normally, if I buy clearance, I did buy those marigolds today, but it better be a good price. And I do like to buy like marked down perennials because I know that they're going to come back. But I think, this will take us out through the summer, and it's really been doing good. But I'm going to get to go because I got my key in this store over here. I want to go ahead and put all of our tomato cages back up, clear this bed off, and again, put in the comments, y'all. Um, I don't know if I want something kind of high in the middle and maybe some flowers. This over here. That herb over there is a lime. It's called lime thyme. It smells like lime. It smells really good. And I was thinking, maybe I could use that cook when I cook seafood. That would be really good. But I'm just trying to figure out do we want something in the middle as like some color, or do we just want to? Because last year we had lettuce right here, and so that lettuce was really pretty. But I don't know. I always want something a little bit high as well, in the bed. So we'll see. We'll see, y'all. I'm telling you. I'll think about it, and then because we still got to finish this up. But hopefully, this may or may not be on our chore list today. I'm gonna tell y'all what I really want to get done as I'm starting to do my edging, as I'm starting to clear these beds right here. I'm just like, I got a feeling. I could be wrong. It depends on what we got going on this weekend. But I really want to just go ahead and get these two done. These two beds right here done so that everything can be edged up at one time. And on the video that you're going to see, I got to be really careful because the lines are ran, and I call myself clearing this up. And I use this tool right here. Now I'm going to go with like the battery operated edger and just really define these lines. But to make it like this, I'm using this tool over here. This is what I use to just kind of edge up everything. So I'll just go here and just kind of put it here and just step on it and really define the edges and just like push it back. But now I want to take that and get those grasses off. But I want to do these two. Clean this up, cut some of these phlox back, and finally these dahlias over here are starting to bloom right here. And I'm gonna have to do better, y'all, with labeling because I bought so many dahlias. We did a video back in spring where I bought all these dahlias, and I started some of them inside. Some of my kids start inside, and I needed to plant them out. So I just started planting stuff everywhere. But I'm looking at my leaves because something I gotta find it. It's a worm. This is worm droppings right here. Worm droppings. I'll find it. But I think this Sunday, yeah, like I said, if I can get these beds just cleared up and cleared out. But this is really a pretty color, though. I mean, I can't see that. Y'all see it? It's pretty. And I didn't label it. And this is the year, I did say this in the video. So when we were in Savannah, I didn't have to dig up my dahlia tubers. We had sandy soil, and it just didn't get, to where it was cold like that. So they could stay in the ground over winter, and then they would pop back up. Now, I've heard conflicting information. This is clay soil right here. Clay soil holds water. So I don't want them to rot either. So this is going to be the first year that we're going to find out together, y'all. We're going to all find out together. Can you leave dahlia tubers in the ground in clay, Georgia, zone 8A soil? Because I'm going to mulch it real good. I'm going to put a nice layer of mulch on here, but we're going to see together. And what that really stems from is me not wanting to take time to do it. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. So this is gonna be a test year. It's gonna be a test, and I need to cut that back. I do think that when I look down here and I look back over there, I do think that this is probably gonna be our chore list for this week. Because what I want to do, and I'm gonna make a video. I got 3 containers that I really need. I want to get planted. So we are going to do some container planting. I'm not going to switch out these containers unless I go and find. So if you're in the Atlanta area, Pike Nursery in Peachtree City has in the fall some of the most beautiful autumn color petunias. Now, if I go there, because I might go on my day off, if I go there and I see them, I might just get 4 and change out these containers right here because these are calibrachoas, y'all. And let me tell you, I just don't understand how some of them will start blooming and then other ones won't. And then maybe they just have their time and maybe they just have their season, just like people, so I don't want to say that. But I may just go ahead and get the fall colored ones because the marigolds that we bought today, they're more like, doesn't this look like fall to y'all? Like the reds, the oranges, like that. That just so looks like fall because here's the thing. Sometimes I buy mums, but I'm just not like mum lover, like the flowers. They're okay for. I love looking at them. Like I love going to different places. It reminds me of fall. And in Savannah, I actually grew some, and they would come back every year. Like I would trim them, dead hit them, and then they would although I could never get that shape, like the ball shape back. And then I went to a mom farm that was in Georgia, and the guy told me how to do it, but evidently I didn't listen very well. But until our snapdragons, until our pansies and violas are well established, we're just going to use these to take us out because y'all know I got to have vegetables, flowers, herbs. Here's another line time. One, two, and then this lavender right here is really getting big and pretty. This is the one I think it's like La Vida Loca lavender. It's more of like a Spanish type lavender, but I want to share that with y'all. Again, if you're watching the replay or you want to put it in the comments, this is the question. So, should I have like some flowers going down the middle, or should they be like on the side? And then like maybe fall is a time that you grow leafy greens, so maybe I should put the collards in the middle, and then maybe some nice flowers on each of these ends. Or should the flowers be in the middle? Because I really do think that as I walk in, the Swiss chart that I have, I think it's going to go like right here. And then the red marigolds, it'll be like a deep red color. Those will be in there. So y'all put that in the comments. You know what? I'm not gonna plant nothing else today. I'm gonna run this drip. I'm gonna put my straw mold back on, and I'll read the comments as they come in, or if you all watch like the replay. So that's what I'm gonna do, y'all. I'm going to go in now. Oh no, I'm not gonna go in. Let me water this real quick, redo that. But I wanted to share with y'all, like the big news of it all is the fact that I have finished up the garden chores and it did not take me until Sunday. So we finished them up early. But instead of me tasking myself out, what I'm gonna do is get those 3 containers planted up, and I'll make a video and take y'all along with me because the plants that we got from the farmer's outlet, and we did a video on that. I really need to get planted. I just got finished watering those, and I'm like, you got to go ahead and start planting those. And then I'm waiting for Prince to cut this grass. Hopefully this weekend. Once he cuts the grass, I'm going to start laying out the rose garden area because fall is a great time to plant a lot of perennials, a lot of fruit trees, and so I want to go ahead and start laying that out. But I want him to go ahead and like cut the grass first, and then we will get into all of it. These beds are probably going to be last over here, but I'm just going to plant it little by little. So if you're not subscribed, y'all, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because I'm going to take you along with me as we start to gear up and get ready for fall. Like, I cannot believe already we're in month number 9. It just seems like it was January the other day. But do y'all see the changes of the season? And I could, no, I couldn't. I was going to say I could slap this eggplant because it took so long for it to start like really starting to produce, but it's because of the cooler weather just a little bit. So it doesn't, I can tell you this is a little fingers variety and it does not like anything over 90. I'll tell you that now. Now that it's back down in the 80, you see all of um, the flowers is starting to get, and I've already harvested probably like 7 off of here. Bless this little heart. That's right. I tell you what, you go get some of these bugs that's being just aggravating to me. This is a real ladybug, y'all. Sometimes people get the Colorado potato beetle mixed up, but this is a ladybug right here, and I hope she covers some of the ones that are just doing the most. And so I got to do a little bit of maintenance over here as well. But y'all put in the comments. I think I'm gonna pull this. Like this is starting to get too much right here. One thing about me, y'all, when y'all remember, do you remember when we had the Armenian cucumbers right here and I could not see my walking path? And I'm like, it's too much. I am one who really likes structure. Like, I know it's all type of different gardeners, but I'm one where it has to be a certain way. And this is starting to get like out of control over here. Like, do y'all see how that's starting to go in the walkways now? And I mean, it's pretty, but I'm like, mm-mm. I'm probably gonna pull this as well. I'm probably gonna pull all of these tomatoes. But y'all, let me think about it. Let me get the containers planted up first, and then by Sunday at 6, I will have what the garden chores are going to be. But this is what I want to share with you really quick. So for the past few weeks, I've only given myself between 3 to 5 tasks, and I think that's the sweet spot. Like, that's the number that I need to be able to complete it and be okay with it because I'm still working and it's September. September and October is when I work really long hours, really, really long hours to get ready for the fiscal year end. And so I know a lot of what I'm doing, I'm either going to have to do like on the weekend. I probably can't even do it like during the week. I have to do it on the weekend. And then like a lot of the Mondays that every other Mondays that I get off, I probably will have to stop that for a while until we get done with that. But I'm not going to stop it completely because little do y'all know, gardening is really what just like it really makes me calm. That's a good word. Gardening really makes me calm, y'all. No lie. It just really calms and it soothes me. Um, and so I'm not going to completely stop. I never completely stop during this time because that is what gets a lot of people through. And that helps me out a lot as we're going through this time. So I'll do that. Okay, y'all, I'm going to get out of here because I do have a Zoom call and I got to charge up my phone. Again, let me know in the comments. I appreciate y'all time, most of all, for hanging out with me. I know I keep coming on here impromptu, but I just want to, when I'm thinking about something, I just want to share it with you real quick. So we're thinking about fall, we're thinking about these beds, and so you all let me know in the comments. Yeah, this is going to have to go. I've got so much basil in the freezer. It is crazy, but I'll probably do like one more. And then after that, that's it. I I'm probably still gonna plant this amount of basil next year. I really enjoyed it. And again, y'all, this is the first time I tried this basil. So I always grow basil. I grow Genovese basil, I grow purple basil, but this was called Culinary Blend basil. It was from Territorial Seeds. It was a pelleted seeds, and you got the Genovese basil, the lettuce leaf basil, and the purple basil as as well. So I will definitely grow that again. It really did good, and it really liked here, but I probably won't grow it in this space again. So let me get the drip ran, y'all. Let me go ahead and finish this watering up right here, and then again, make sure that you join us on Sunday at 6 p.m. Look at this. See, and they think they slick. You see that? You see? I mean, and they just hide up under the leaves. Like, can you see me? Yeah, I can see you. I can. I'm gonna try to put my gloves on, but yeah, 6 o'clock, y'all, p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. I'm gonna come with a whole new set of garden chores, and again, I think I really think 3 to 5 things per week for me is okay. I may have to back it up for a while to maybe 2 to 3, but we're going to get it done. And this is going to be a beautiful fall garden. So you all enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll talk again soon.